Hey everybody, it's BB here with BB Electro Tarot, here to do an energy update for the collective. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm going to be pulling first a card from the Sweet Ass Affirmation deck, but first I'm going to say a quick prayer, and then we'll get started, okay? I might pull 3 probably from this deck. I'm going to ask for 3. So what you guys been up to? How's everybody doing? I hope you're well. God, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, and higher beings, love and light, please assist me in this reading for the collective. Please show me clear and concise messages. Show me what I need to know and need to see for their highest good. No evil I allow, return to sender with love and light. Send that evil to hell to burn with hell where it belongs. And we want good advice and just a clue as to what's coming towards them, if they need to be aware of anything. Thank you in advance for these messages. Please have Archangel Michael be with us to protect us during whoever finds this reading and myself during this reading, and to protect our energy and keep us safe. Thank you so much. Amen. As it goes, so good. Okay, so let's cut them. Alright, let's see what comes up. We need it to jump, please. Holy Spirit. 3 cards. Well, there's 3. And that's here in just a bit. Okay, so the first card we got. I am willing to let my life explode with greatness. It says on the back, and this is what we're going to get our overall theme for the reading, okay? It says, you have unlimited potential to attract all the goodies you ever dreamed of into your life. The opportunity is so big it's scary. Our powers are beyond our comprehension. So we create securities, blocks, and obstacles to give us a greater sense of control. Every limitation you experience is there because you allow it to exist. There is comfort in not pushing yourself to be all you can. Everything you've ever wanted also wants you. Will you allow a meeting of the magic? As our friend Sarah Siedelman always asks, how good are you willing to let it get? How good are you willing to let it get? The jellyfish might be a symbol that you might see here in the next, I'd say, week or 2. Stars, something about the stars at night, lifting up the stars, because I'm seeing them like really standing out to me, and they're always there, but they're just really like popping today out towards me. So go look at the stars tonight. And then I am here to create positive change for myself and for others. It says, your mission is to create positive change through love, peace, and purpose, and then to lead others to do the same. By leading, we don't mean searching for approval and validation from everyone else so your ego can flex. True leaders don't parade around the world trying to get other people to believe in them. True leaders help others believe in themselves, resulting in activation for the mentee and fulfillment for the mentor. You were born to lead. So if you found this message, I feel like you're definitely a spiritual person who has a purpose in life, and you've always sensed that. Maybe you didn't know what it was, but you're just meant to help people and to show, like, lead by example, be the light. Something about the number 20. I know that this is a symbol for, I want to say, like, gosh, I'm really bad at symbols, but it's an astrological symbol of some kind. I'd have to look it up in a minute, but also I'm seeing the number 24 for some reason, so you might see 2s and 4s repeating, or 2424, or 222, 444 will be a good sign. The next card you got is, I welcome and expect magic, miracles, wizards, and source into my life, which is God. Many illusions within this world have taught you that you are realistic if you doubt magic, miracles, wizards, and God. But the truth is, you are realistic only if you expect magic, miracles, wizards, and God. And what you expect, you shall have in abundance. It's time to give that wand a twirl. So there's something that you're supposed to be asking the universe for, God, however you perceive that to be. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want or what you feel like you need, okay? It's okay to need stuff, is what I get. Hold on one second, guys. Drop something. Sorry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify with this deck, and then we'll also use a smaller tarot. This is one of my favorites. But let's see what we get. So we're going to clarify first with 3 cards. I'm willing to let my life explode with greatness. I am willing to let my life explode with greatness. Please clarify this. What the fuck needs to know right now. Is there any situations going on that they need to know about? Please show me. I get the overall message, but what's going on with the collective? What is going on with the collective right now? That's right. Thank you, dear God. Too many. We're back. Okay. So you feel like you have to choose a way forward, right? This is what I'm seeing that you might be going through. And look at how she's... Remember I said go look at the stars at night? This is a definite sign that you should do that. Look at that. But it's the 3 of Wands. It's like contemplating which way to go forward, which way you're going to choose. And then this card came out next, which is the 8 of Swords, which is it talks about... see the little boy in the bed, he's sick and his mother's in there like taking care of him, but really he's only sick because it's his head, it's his thoughts that are worrying him, and it's causing him to lose sleep, so she's got a cold rag on his head. But anyway, if you're having trouble sleeping, go out and look at the stars. Don't do nothing. Chariot in reverse. Don't do nothing. All you have to do is be willing to let your life explode with greatness and get out of the worrying. I think that this has been a constant theme for this collective, is we tend to get in our heads, or maybe sometimes we feel like we don't deserve things, but that's stinking thinking, and we don't do that. We correct ourselves. If you have to, wear a rubber band on your wrist, and every time you have a negative thought about yourself, I want you to pop that rubber band to remind you to break that bad habit. You know what I mean? So do that. That will help. That will help a whole lot. Sorry. Next card we're going to clarify is I'm here to create positive change for myself and for others. So let's see. 1, 2. That's a lot. So I feel like the change that you want to see in your life, you've been in hermit mode a lot lately, right? You've been reflecting on things, looking at all the clues. See how he's got his light shining on there? Looking at all the clues you need to look at. Kind of keeping yourself a little bit more than you normally would. Also, not sharing a whole lot with everybody. The moon, Pisces energy. By the way, we've got Cancer, we've got fire energy like Sag, Leo, Aries. We've got some air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We've got the Cancer card. We've got Virgo and more fire energy. And then we've got Gemini energy with the Lovers and Pisces with the Moon. So anyway, just if you wanted to know where we're at, like astrologically, like if there's any, you could be any sign really, but if you if you resonate with this message and you are one of the signs, it's just like an extra hint. Okay. So we've got, you're keeping things to yourself. The moon is secretive. It's like talks about secrets or holding back. And with it being next to this holding back card, which is the Seven of Wands, like, see how he's trying to fight the water. Wait. Let me let it focus. The water, they're putting like bags of stuff to keep the water from coming up over into the boat or whatever it is, the dock or whatever it is that they're in. I'm not sure if I think they're on land actually, so it's probably, they're trying to prevent like the floods from coming up into land. So they're working hard to block something, right? What are they blocking? This came out with it, so I put it right below it. A choice about something. You're blocking out, making that choice, which is what we talked about earlier. You've been in your head about it. But really, it's an easy choice. It's something you really care about, the lovers. It's something that's meant for you. It's divine. Ace of Pentacles, it's a gift from the universe. You know, so, and it's coming in pretty fast, I think. And like I said, I've been feeling this for a while now. Why the expect miracles cards? Oh, there's 3 already. Man. Oh, look at that. The Fool, expect miracles, right? Oh, that's why. There's not 3 out. We still have more to do. Expect miracles and you'll be celebrating. Oh, yep. This is a message of truth. Look, and the Strength card. Those 2 came out. So like I'm gonna take them like this. The Fool is a leap of faith, right? The 3 of Cups is like about celebrating and being happy and like camaraderie and abundance, you know. And then the message of truth, Ace of Swords, is a message of truth. It's something that makes sense to you. It's something that is going to be, you know, it's something you've sat and thought about for a long time. And you're finding out, you know, that you have the truth in this celebration. Like, what I'm saying is, you're finding out that whenever you do expect good things to come in your life and you do good as you can, and you trust in the unknown and you have faith that God's going to work everything out, the truth of the matter is that you get strength and you get to win. You get to receive everything you wanted, you know. So there's strength in faith. When you have faith the size of a grain of a mustard seed, it says in the Bible, you can tell this mountain to move from here to there and it will. Like, something like that. You've gotten out of your hanged man tree and you've gotten into planting all the right seeds and doing the work, and you're about to be receiving the 10 of Pentacles, I feel. So any words of advice for the last 3 cards I'm going to take? Any words of advice? Thank you. Look at that. Victory is assured to. Victory. 6 of Wands. See how she's celebrating? She just won. 6 of Wands. More fire energy, especially with that. Strength is Leo energy, and then the Ace of Swords is more air energy. Cups is water. Yeah, you're here to create positive change, not be stuck. It came out reverse, upside down. Like if it was straight up, like the right way, if it flipped out this way, I would say you were stuck in a rut. See how he's in a nut, and they're just fighting. They realize that there's enough room for them just to jump out and go find their own, but instead they're sitting here fighting over this nut. I don't know, but you're not doing that no more. So that's the change you're creating. You're teaching people how not to be stuck up in their heads, and with the 2 of Swords being, you know, mental energy, and how to get over broken hearts. 3 of Swords. You're teaching people that. That's your mission, is to show people how they look. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm seeing this as 7 of Swords can be like sneaky or whatever, but with it coming out as a vice, I'm seeing that more like what they think of me, because it could be saying it's like a third party, but I don't see it like that. But what they think of her is none of her business. She's just worried about being fabulous, and that's what you need to do. That's what I'm getting off this card. I've never got that off this card, but it's very clear to me right now, is that you're going to have a lot of admirers, okay? And but you, that's not why you're doing it. You're doing what you're doing right now in life because you know it's good and right and honorable, and you don't care who's watching. It doesn't really matter because their opinion of you doesn't matter, right? And good or bad. So all you're worried about doing is what's right. You're following your high priestess on bottom. You're following your intuition, your divine guidance, and you're transforming your life with the death card on top. So I'm going to get another oracle deck out. Let me see which ones I'm going to use. Give me a second. You know what? Really quick, actually. I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull one final card of advice with this deck. Just one. Because I like to read out of this guidebook. It's really beautiful. Holy Spirit, please add this in. I also want to point out that on the top of that deck, it says, I crystallize what I want my world to be. And I'm going to read that while I'm shuffling. How you live your moments is how you live your life. How you do anything is how you do everything. Are you gifting love, discipline, and intention to all your actions? It's in the way you make the bed, nourish your body, and tend the fire, prune the garden, approach relations, and everything else. Through respect, discipline, and work, you honor the sacred art of living and architect the details of your future. Hokahe, crystallize what you want your world to be. By Tat Eric. And there's a song by the XX called Crystallize, so you should go look that up for some reason. Empress is on bottom. I'm going to cut them. We're cutting to the Judgment card and the Three of Swords reversed. Alright, let's see what comes out. One card, please. You get to jump. Oh, look at that. Look, there's that Seven of Swords again. Look how she's confidently walking away from a situation. Like, yeah, she may have been through a battle, but look, she's walking away confidently. She's untouched. She doesn't look hurt. She got a sword in her hand and some in her backpack. And she's obviously wearing the hat of her enemy or whatever. She slayed them. But what came out was the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new beginning. With love, emotions. And look, it's a gift from God. See the clouds with the hand holding the cup. And the turtle doves and the lotus flower. Just look up the meaning of all of those images. Because there's great meaning to all of it. See the abundance pouring out over the top of this. I feel like you are the lotus. I don't know. So yeah, that's what came out. And on top is the world. It's like a new cycle beginning for you, and you're walking confidently into it. The last oracle deck that I wanted to pull from was Sacred Rebels, and it's Elena Fairchild. Okay, card's already trying to jump out. 13, the power of attraction. But we're gonna shuffle. So Holy Spirit, please incorporate the energy of this reading into this deck. It does. Go ahead and shuffling. What's trying to pop out again? Number 10. So we got 13 and 10 trying to pop out. One card for the collective, please. Thank you. 13, 10, and 29. Six, 39, 11, and 37. I'm going to fan them out. See if you can see this. Yeah. And put my hands over them. Okay, hold on, guys. 28. Collaborative dreaming. Wow, I've never pulled this card. Cool. I'm interested. On the bottom of the deck is 11. Diving for light. And on the top is 23. Defend to the end the worthwhile. So let me get my guidebook out for collaborative dreaming. I feel like this is that Ace of Cups. Like, what do you want the universe to give you? It's like collaborative dreaming. 28, which is at number 10 in numerology. And it's on page number... Page number 116, which adds up to an 8. So, yeah, it might be 88 or 888. You might see that. Let me just read you a little bit out of the guidebook, okay? It says, your heart is big enough to dream not only for yourself, but for a new humanity. Imagine a world that is healed with respect, understanding, and with community that fosters life. Even your dreams that relate to you alone will contribute positively to the greater good, because that is the nature of your heart. Your heart naturally and intelligently cooperates in a grand scheme of loving creativity, working to heal the hearts of the world. The heart creates win-win situations that benefit the individual and the collective. You're being asked to honor your growing desire to create with conscious, like-minded people. Your collaborative dreaming is a heart-inspired win-win, bringing mutual enhancement to yourself and to others. The heart wants to love and be loved. Working with others creatively is a way to allow the heart to grow. It is a chance for you to learn how to honor yourself and others and to find ways to live and let live, simply by growing and strengthening your active trust in your heart's guidance. Didn't I talk about that earlier? I said you just have to trust, and you know that you have to trust in the faith you have to take in a positive direction and keep shining your light. That's all you can do, really. Like, you don't want to have controversy with anybody, and you don't care what other people are thinking. That's none of your business, right? What they think of you is none of your business. All you can do is try to set the best example possible. Okay? So, it says, here's some hints, okay? Your guidance is to embrace any experience of friction or tension within yourself or as you work with another with compassion, detachment, and tolerance. That's what I just said. It's none of your business. How funny. Excuse me. Creative endeavors, particularly involving groups, can bring up unresolved issues about being valued, heard, or capable. They can also trigger disputes about taking responsibility or inflame insecurities about being cast into unfamiliar roles of leadership or having to follow. This might happen for you, for others, or for all involved. The stronger the creative energy that flows, the more likely that triggers will take place. It is the nature of creative energy to move in all directions. It doesn't just want to grow one project. Everything that comes into contact with it will grow. That means that the art and the artists are the process of creation. This can be smooth, but it's more likely to be rough selling, at least at times. This is not a sign that something isn't working. Far from it. It is more usually a sign that growth is happening and you're feeling the growing pains. This oracle of guidance tells you to stay strong in your integrity, honor what you feel, and remember why you chose to open up to a group endeavor in the first place, especially if the group involvement becomes complex or challenging. Call on unconditional love each day and evening. It only takes a moment. All you do is say, and I quote, I call on unconditional love. Please help and guide me and this project. Closing quote. End quote. You're going through this experience, or you will be in the near future, because you're a part of a new creative learning program for humanity. This is taking place at a spiritual level, and it requires highly individualistic and creative people to learn to work with each other without compromising who they are in order to reach a common creative goal. It is wonderful and important and challenging. It's a creative and spiritual work that you're doing. You need a strong sense of self to be able to engage in the process and not lose your voice during the journey. You need a strong enough sense of self to be flexible and know when to bend rather than break. You have to intuit what is going to be good, heart-inspired sacrifice for the greater good, and when you will need to stay true to your own voice for the greater good. Only the heart can guide you in these matters, and others may not always agree with your instincts and vice versa. This is part of the challenge of staying present, so that the friction created can be channeled into creative energy rather than lost in emotional turmoil. So you can take something bad that somebody does to you at work or whatever it is you're doing, and you can let it just like go through you, and don't hold on to it, and just let it be, and just keep moving forward in the direction your heart leads you. You can do that. It's all a choice. You can choose to be drama, or you can choose to be cool. It's all up to you. Okay? Please remember that what really matters is that you hear your own voice. Others may not be able to receive it, but when you hear your own voice, you will be able to connect with your heart's truth. And you will know when it is right to remain in a group, or when you need to withdraw in order to work with others who resonate on a more appropriate vibration and perhaps more in harmony with your own. Not every collaboration will be long-term. Sometimes the learning will be short, sharp, and possibly even painful before it turns into the wisdom that it was meant to be gained from the experience. At other times, the journey will be more loving, supportive, and harmonious. There's not a difference in between either situation. They are both meant for you. You're supposed to go through rough times and good times. You learn a lesson from all of it, okay? And then it says your guidance and your advice right now is you're no longer to think of yourself as the lone wolf, which is funny. Look, she cut the, where is it at? No, we saw it earlier. It's on the bottom of this deck. Where did you go? I'm losing my mind. Hold on a second, guys. I just have to show you this image because it seems pretty much like it lines up with that. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. Look, see on the bottom of that deck? Remember I showed you that earlier? The lone wolf. You're no longer the lone wolf. You are the wolf, and you. You're no longer to think of yourself as the lone wolf. Yes, you have your unique path to tread, but you now have to have tasks to accomplish for your own growth and the greater good that require more than one man band. You will still do your own work, of course. However, others are on the way to help you. There is only so much a single drop of water can do on its own, though it is precious. Together, these drops become a wave and make considerable impact in the world. You are a part of a wave of loving consciousness, and you are meant to be exploring collaborative dreams, healing relationships, and conscious communities. Some connections will be short-lived and perhaps involve some learning experiences that you are hopeful of never needing to repeat. Others will be longer-term loves. Either way, you will emerge more of yourself and more in connection with the world that wants your ideas, presence, and energy and light. This oracle brings a message to those of you that are involved in a group and are struggling over whether to continue or let it go and move on. You are asked to trust your heart and not allow any group to become more powerful than the wisdom of your own heart. Always allow the sacred rebel within you to question authority. It is loving and wise authority. Or is it loving and wise authority? Or is it coming from a place of fear-based control? Look to your heart's wisdom and discern whether your involvement in a group is healthy or not. Sometimes a group can only receive so much of our energy before it is time to move on. Sometimes a group is not receiving us at all, but we feel that we are meant to be guiding them for a period of time before our heart urges us to let go. Ask for guidance on this matter. Do the healing process below and trust in the feelings that become clear to you over time. You will know what to do, and you must always trust your own voice above any other. You are the high priestess, by the way. I showed you that too. The high priestess, I think it's right here, right? Yep. She trusts her own inner guidance and wisdom. She follows her heart. So it says, imagine a chain. So go get somewhere, like outside, somewhere calm. Imagine a chain of paper dolls, all connected, forming a circle. Imagine that a circular chain of paper dolls can be filled with a beautiful golden light, which begins in the heart of each paper doll. The light shines out and shimmers, making the paper dolls radiant, shining, and golden. It says, imagine a feeling of love, connection, help, and goodwill shining along with the golden light. Stay with that image or feeling as long as feels good for you. Then simply open your eyes and thank God. Say a quick thank you to God is my advice. It doesn't say that in the book. And it says, and open your eyes and you have completed your healing process. So try to do that. It won't hurt. I just wanted to thank you all for whoever's watching still. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you get alerts about when I post new videos. And I appreciate you guys so much. I hope your day's going good. I'm gonna go enjoy the rain and maybe go swimming later when it stops. But I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. BB out. Peace. Maybe.